welcome back to my channel. This week, the topic is how to stop drama with one simple move. Who likes drama? It seems to come out of nowhere and grows from the smallest things. It's always someone else's fault, and it's always damaging. Its roots is in a mindset of win-lose, and by design, someone has to lose and it's not going to be me. But what ends up happening is everyone loses. Think about it, not just on the surface level, but deep down, no one really wins. That's because you know it's a lie. Truly being a winner doesn't mean that you end with stress as a passenger. That's because deep down, you know it's a lie. The stress or lie in the passenger seat has a fancy name. It's called cognitive dissonance. And boy, does that word keep psychologists, therapists, and coaches in business. The promise to win is broken. The mechanism used to manipulate is buried in our past, so it's hard to see, and it controls us, bringing powerlessness to all players. So we try harder next time, and the more we try, the harder it gets, to the point that the engrossed, addicted player will denounce the game with phrases like "I hate drama," or "I ain't about the drama," or similar declarations which serve as a call to action by all nearby players. If you hear this, the best policy is to silently back away. In the drama game, you have to pick a player. There are typically 3 players in drama. Your choices are the victim, poor me; the rescuer, I'm the hero and I'm here to help; or the persecutor, I tell it like it is. This all comes from a place of perceived power. Like any addiction, the longer you indulge, the more powerless you are. The drama uses a blind spot as a way in. The more blind spots we have, the more unsecure entry points we have. Our blind spots used to serve a purpose a long time ago. Life has seasons and cycles of renewal, where we shed the old to make room for the new. But like these time warts, blemishes, or life's pimples, stay around while everything around it is growing and moving on. In these blind spots, nothing does. This is why the longer they stay with you, the more renewal seasons they survive. This is why a 40-year-old can sometimes sound like a 12-year-old. Yes, you got it, because when the blind spot was born and never went away, it was created to serve a purpose. It was a stakeholder in your project to fix or get you through something difficult, usually something you were unprepared for. When the project ended and shut down shop, it continued to exist. Outside the project, it changed from something good to a blind spot. It camouflaged itself. As a coach, you are trained for deep listening, and you can identify these timeline pimples with question after question till pop, aha moment comes. Your drama triangle character has an age. It is typically the year the blind spot was created. Let's see if I can illustrate this in a simple story. When I was 9, my house burned down. I smelled smoke and started to yell fire. I wasn't prepared for this, and it traumatized me as a child. A high level of reacting served a purpose at that time. Years have passed, and this imprint was left with me. So every time I smell smoke, I act weird. I don't realize it, but now I'm 22 and my friends think I'm weird for being so jumpy around campfires. Since this is a blind spot and I don't see it, I can feel like a victim when some other unhealthy characters show up, like a bully. I may seek a rescuer to talk crap about the bully or to back me up. If we got into this deeper, we would find the bully's blind spot creation story around the age he was acting. The same for the rescuer. If everyone else is healthy, just I look weird. I know this is a simple story, but I hope it illustrates the process. A coach focuses on a better future for us, but sometimes when the client looks weird, that just means some context is needed and a quick dive with your permission will take place, until the client doesn't look weird anymore. Oh, your house burned down when you were 9? Now you're a little jumpy around the smell of smoke or the sight of a fire? Okay, I got it. This normalizes the behavior, and working with the client to advocate for themselves can start to take place. The client can now catch himself sooner or even before the behavior takes place. Sometimes I get a little freaked out around fires because when I was younger my house burned down. Still kind of dealing with this, normalizing and making sense of the behavior. The rest of our time will be spent on a do-it-yourself, stepping out of the triangle, matching energy with new healthy characters. Most people fail to step out of the triangle because they try to put out the flame or eliminate the negative energy. It is nearly impossible to go from 100 to 0 in a snap of a finger. This is why telling someone to calm down never works. It usually makes things worse. So what do we do when we realize we're caught up in the middle of the drama and we don't see ours or others' parts in this? Well, we'll cover a coaching version of what psychologists call anxiety reappraisal, since all the characters' energy in the drama triangle is rooted in anxiety. The process in a nutshell is identifying your character and its energy level and replacing it with a new, healthier character with the same energy level. A rescuer is now a coach who knows his or her place on the sideline. The persecutor is now the challenger who gives constructive feedback. And last but not least, the victim is now the creator who thrives in solving their own problems. This simple shift moves you from anxiety-based toxic energy to passion-based energy role. The energy level is the same, the intent was changed. You are now operating from a healthy triangle that de-escalates the conflict and stabilizes it. It doesn't allow polarizing communication to hurt the relationship. No more winners and losers. We all win. This shift allows us to proceed in a healthy relationship building way, and no matter the energy level, it's now constructive, it's working for us. I'll review the 3 characters, starting with the unhealthy ones and the transition to the new healthy character. The persecutor, the bully, moves to challenger. You used to say, this is your fault. You're not okay, but I am. So do what I tell you. The persecutor is critical, puts others down, blames, finger points, keeps the victim down, has rigid thinking, is bossy and dominating. The new challenger states boundaries. I'm willing to listen to your story for 10 minutes. He actively listens. I'm willing to listen to your problem without making it mine to solve. They can make expectations clear. I want you to keep your agreement. Please have it done by Tuesday. They can provide choices. You can either keep your agreement or I will no longer be involved. You choose. The next is victim, and their new role is a survivor, a thriver. The victim says, for me, I give up. I'm not okay. Everyone else is. I feel oppressed, hopeless, ashamed, powerless, incapable, misunderstood. Seeks to work with a rescuer to validate their feelings. They refuse to make decisions or solve their own problems or take care of themselves. When they move to a survivor or a thriver, they are problem solving. They state what they want and take action. They keep agreements. They say things like, how can I get what I want in a healthy way? They count their blessings and acknowledge their strengths and what they are doing well. And the last is the rescuer. They move to a coaching role. The rescuer says, you need my help. You're not okay, but I am, and I will fix you. They provide you support without asking. They feel guilty and anxious, and rescuing creates a sense of being capable for the rescuer. When they move to coach, they offer clear support. I care about you. I know you're capable.
A coach will not do anything that you can do for yourself. They will stand by you and support you. They let you know that you got this and they're there next to you. A coach will actively listen and will set healthy boundaries. They'll say things like, I got 5 minutes. Anything over that, we can talk about this again tomorrow or another established date. A coach will provide choices and you choose. And we'll end this video with 3 tips. Tip number 1, we have to stop playing the superior-inferior game, the I'm right and you're wrong game. Tip 2, we have to learn to accept differences and similarities between ourselves and others, and neither is good or bad. Tip 3, move to the healthy triangle. The rescuer moves to the coach, victim moves to the thriver, and the persecutor moves to the challenger. All 3 are the same energy level, so they'll be easy to move into. If you need to review this video a few times, that may be helpful. Otherwise, please subscribe, hit the like button, and if you want notifications, you can click on the bell. And please don't forget to visit my website if you want any more in-depth coaching. Thank you.